The Newshour viewer, Lakshmi Jitendra, is on our first panel tonight. She's joining us from Bengaluru. Thank you very much. Dr. Chandan Mitra of the BJP is taking on Dr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi of the Congress party tonight. Shobha De is with us in the studio. Kirti Singh, legal convener of the All India Democratic Women's Association, is with us tonight. With your permission, ladies and gentlemen, we'll begin the debate. Dr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi, it is becoming increasingly annoying, embarrassing and shameful that when the 23-year-old is fighting for her life, two parts, both controlled directly or indirectly by the Congress party, one, your Delhi government, secondly, the Delhi police controlled by the Home Ministry, which is again a Congress-led government, are fighting with each other. Is this necessary for India to witness this at a time like this?
Arnab, a terrible incident took place in USA when 23 children, I'm sorry, I like my voice, but I'm getting my full voice echo back. Full echo. I can't speak.
Sir, please continue. We can hear you clearly.
It's a full duplicate. But I can't speak because there's a full duplicate voice coming back.
Okay, you have an echo.
Word is coming back very loudly.
I actually wanted to put the first question to you. I'll try and correct that in a second. But let me put that question to Chandan Mitra. Is it not shameful and embarrassing, Dr. Chandan Mitra, that we are seeing this internecine battle go on when the girl is fighting for her life?
Yes, Arnab, I entirely agree with you. It is absolutely shameful. And I am astounded that the authorities, including the Prime Minister, have not thought it fit to intervene in the matter and tell both of them that they have to be responsible. The girl is lurching between life and death, and people's anger is boiling over and coming out on the streets. And here we have this bizarre spectacle of the Chief Minister, who does not control Delhi police, possibly trying to wrest the authority of Delhi police, and the police commissioner has also not discharged himself in the best way by taking on the Chief Minister directly, which I don't think a subordinate authority as such ought to be doing.
How do they?
But the Chief Minister is kind of openly.
How do they go ahead and do that?
By directly demanding his removal.
Sir, tell me, politicians should worry about perception.
Well, I don't know. I don't know why they are doing it and how they do it, because yes, there is a problem. There is a problem of duality in Delhi. The police does not come under the Chief Minister because Delhi is not a full-fledged state. It is an union territory. And so there is a conflict. There is a conflict of interest, and the Chief Minister, I think, wants to curry favor with the general public, working on the anti-police mood of the public in light of the incidents that have happened. And the police commissioner is defending his position.
Sir, I think that's
should not have happened in public. That's all I'm saying.
I think that's a convenient blame game, because when required, they both convene meetings together. And I can prove that in December 2010, I don't know if I have Dr. Abhishek Singhvi back. Dr. Singhvi, can you hear me now better?
No, I've always been hearing you. My problem is that my voice has been coming as a full throat echo to me. Now it's okay.
Okay, it's okay now. So my question to you is, sir, this convenient blame game, when will it end? Between the Delhi police and the Delhi Chief Minister?
Look, I like some sober debate. Give me a couple of minutes at least. You've got a whole range of opinions, including yours, lined up there. Let me answer. Yeah, let me just answer. Arnab, I was just saying that as a nation, you've seen how the US reacted for the dastardly 23 lives incident. You've seen how UK reacted when you had the underground explosions in the London Metro. I think as a nation, we have changed the terms of the debate on the television channels from the lady battling for her life to that poor Tomer who lost his life to now some kind of a police bashing day in and day out. I am saying 2 or 3 very simple things. One, in a short space of 1 week, 4 people have been arrested. Fast-track courts are starting, and I have no doubt that they'll be convicted in 3 to 6 months. That's a great achievement. Second, for the future, nothing can bring back normalcy to that girl's life. But for the future, systemic changes are being discussed. Never before have we had such a deep debate on crimes against women, including a commission to reform the law, including systemic police changes and judicial changes, because judiciary, mind you, has a 33% vacancy. Now, having said all that, suddenly And the protests are entirely justified as far as the akrosh and the angst is concerned. But in the protests, we change the equation every day to police bashing. So we start calling for resignation.
So why can't the citizens question the police? No, 1 minute. Why can't one minute, with Dr. Singhvi. No, is there a ban on asking questions of the police? So 1 minute. Is there a ban on asking questions of the police? No, Dr. Singhvi, I'll put one statistic to you.
Can't you tell her not to do that? You are giving bhashan here. Why can't you tell your chief minister not to make that demand?
I thought we were a democracy.
Can I finish?
I thought we were still a democracy, Dr. Singhvi.
I didn't interrupt your bhashan, Chandan. I hope you can just do the same for my bhashan. Now,
when
the debate is going on...
But I am saying that you can't get away by this. Dr. Singhvi, you can't. You say, why are we demanding the heads should roll when you should not be doing all this? Your chief minister is demanding.
When you are finished...
Tell her. Why are you telling her?
When you are finished and the anchor... When you are finished and the anchor is finished, perhaps I'll reply.
That's all I have to say.
Okay, good. Now, you as a party, Mr. Chandan Mitra, are only interested in adding fuel to the fire in everything. So, as far as your party is concerned, I think it deserves to be ignored with the contempt it deserves. But let's talk of serious issues now. This country is interested in serious, constructive issues. In that process, a magistrate makes a SDM makes a complaint. The Home Minister gives a statement that the complaint will be inquired into. I absolutely deny that there is a need for hysterics on television about a fight only between the NCT and the police commissioner.
No,
there may be
I want to ask you a straight question.
Why should we magnify
one minute. Dr. Singhvi, take my question.
No, let me complete my sentence.
Why don't you take my question, Dr. Singhvi?
No, let me complete my sentence.
Take my question,
Let me complete my sentence. We have converted on the television the debate into a hysterical one, away from the lady, away from Tomar. Into this. I think there is legitimate ground for this protest, but it's going in a wrong way. The violence is unjustified. Tomar's life is no less precious. I've gone on television channels where I've heard people saying, almost suggesting indirectly,
Dr. Singhvi, now I will ask you two questions.
The police stage management.
Now I will ask you two questions.
This is all wrong.
Now I'll ask you two questions.
Yes, please
take my questions. Please do. And I'm not into lectures.
Yeah.
I just want to ask two questions. My question first question to you. First question to you. Is it true or not that a letter was written by Congress spokesperson, your colleague and the Delhi Chief Minister's son, Sandip Dikshit, accusing the Delhi police of the following things? 1. Misuse of anti-terror laws to the detriment of innocent youth. 2. Lack of adequate control from the office of Delhi's Lieutenant Governor to create a strange institutional setup. 3. All kinds of wrongdoings insofar as the implementation of transport rules are concerned. 4. Lack of interest in enforcing anything which helps a greater benefits to people. I have the whole letter with me. A, is this letter true or not? If this letter is true, will you please pick up the phone and tell Sandip Dikshit he too is being hysterical? Is Sandip Dikshit being hysterical?
Can I answer your long question?
Pretty simple question.
Can I answer?
Yeah.
Number one, I have not read the letter, but I assume that what you are saying is true.
100% true.
2, it is certainly written by Sandip Dikshit, if it is true, but not in his capacity as Congress spokesperson. 3, he has a full right to write it as a member of parliament and from Delhi. 4, it will be inquired into as every serious complaint from a member of parliament will be inquired into. What is there to get hysterical about?
Second question, there's nothing hysterical.
Nothing.
If people are passionate, if people are involved, if the people of this country, Dr. Singhvi, want a say, then please don't say the people have become hysterical. I think that's being very patronizing in a democracy.
Not people. I'm talking about media channels.
No, I'm saying about media. Sorry. If the media is asking questions on behalf of the people.
About people, I'll answer.
Dr. Singhvi, please, may I humbly make one point to you that the media has two options.
Let me answer about the people.
No, the media has two options.
Let the question.
Sir, the media can come to people in power and say, will you please give us 4 questions we can ask today? With your permission, or the media can ask questions of its own. Shobha De feels you are deflecting.
I think India.
Shobha De feels you are deflecting.
Experienced that, and I don't think anybody suggests that.
Sir, on this channel we will not ask.
Everybody suggests that the media errs to the other extreme, not to that extreme. But
let me tell you the SDM who has exposed the Delhi police, by the way, reports to Sheila Dikshit. not to the media.
Yes,
Shobha, they feel you're deflecting. Why do you feel?
What is the problem or not? SDM has written a letter of complaint, and the Home Minister has said that he will inquire into it. That's the end of the matter.
It's the person who's sounding hysterical is you. And I'm sorry, you cannot get by deflecting the issue and completely turning the debate around, saying it's non-serious. You are making it non-serious. There are serious questions that have been asked, and you're obliged to answer them as a spokesperson. What this has been converted into is a battleground and games of one-upmanship between the cops, between the CM, between various people. Now you're getting Chandan Mitra into it like a two-party kind of a war, when what it is Delhi is in shambles. Delhi is in shambles. Delhi has exploded. You're insensitive to the sentiments of the people. There's a young girl who's almost dead, one constable who is dead, and the blame game and the salvos don't stop, because all you're trying to do is cover your tracks. Everybody is out there to protect his or her little turf. Is that what a democracy is about? And you're trying to say the media is hysterical? The media has the right to ask these questions, and you're obliged to answer them. You're not answering them. We are not interested in what happened in the London Tube. We are not interested in what happened in America. Talk about Delhi, talk about now, and answer these questions now.